Hello everyone, Donnie Wanders here, and today I have wandered to the Bayers Lake Mystery Walls in Halifax, Nova Scotia. Where I'm going today is a little bit unusual. We're going to try and find the Bayers Lake Mystery Walls. And I'll talk a little bit about the Mystery Walls when we get to them, if we get to them. So I'm following a track on Google Earth. There's quite a lot of information online about this archaeological site. It starts in the parking lot of this building behind me that you can see, in Bayers Lake Industrial Park. So it's supposedly only a few hundred meters away from this parking lot, and I actually think I can see them already. So let me turn the camera around and show you. Yeah, that's them for sure. So let me get a little closer. Right up here through the trees, like right over here, there's some, I don't know if you can see them yet, but I'll take a few more steps. There's a stone structure here. Wow, it's so close to like the buildings. Like modern buildings. This is it. That was so easy. Wow. So these walls were built probably about 200 years ago, and no one really knows exactly why they're here. So let's have a wander around. This is so cool. I can't believe like there's a parking lot right there for a self-storage place. It's like 100 meters away, and here's this awesome, mysterious archaeological site. I kind of want to go in. I think there is a way in. Okay. I don't want to step on the walls. I don't want to damage them. And I don't think you're allowed either where it is protected under the Special Places Act, which is our archaeology legislation here in Nova Scotia. And there is an opening right here. So you can walk in. Wow. Check out those rocks. That's so cool. A little bit of growth in here. Just like built up on this bedrock. And there's a well, or what I'm going to call a well. It's not like a water well, but like a square enclosure right here. This is really neat. In the middle of urban development. The reason that these are called the Bayers Lake Mystery Walls is because archaeologists have tried to figure out what this structure was, and they're just not sure. So it's a 5-sided structure, roughly. There's that little area kind of in the middle behind me here, this square thing. They're not really sure what that is. At first glance, it seems like it might be like a hearth, like a fireplace, or a structure that a fireplace would have been in, but there's no real evidence that anything was burned in there. So it's a mystery to archaeologists. A lichenologist came and did a study here many years ago and dated the lichens like on the rocks to not have been disturbed since about 1800. So we know that it was probably built sometime in the 1700s. And at that time here in Halifax, there was quite a big British military presence. And so one of the theories is that this was some kind of like British installation. But that theory is pretty questionable because it doesn't really look like any other military installations here in the city, or really in the province, or really in the British Empire. So it's not a great theory, although it does date from approximately the right time. So the prevailing theory is that this was used as some sort of livestock pen, which seems about right. There's like the doorway that's here, and I'll just pick you up, take you around here. So this doorway where you could enter the structure, that probably pretty easily could have had a gate on it, and so maybe it was like a sheep pen or something like that. It is certainly like big enough to house, not hundreds of sheep, but certainly like, dozens. I think they could probably hop over this wall here, but this wall may have been a lot taller in when it was first built. So quite a mysterious structure, and really, really cool to finally get to see it with my own eyes. So not only does this structure not really resemble military structures, which is why the theory that it's a military installation doesn't really hold up, but also these walls, these slate rock walls, are strongly resemble sheep enclosures that have been used in the UK. So that's another reason that the sheep pen theory, in my mind, is the better theory. There's a feature on my digital map that I'm approaching, and hopefully I can find it. And I just wanted to show you these signs that are everywhere. Not everywhere, but there's multiple signs here that indicate that this is an archaeological site. So there's no digging, no metal detecting, no messing up the site. Although walking through is perfectly fine, I think. And I think this is the feature that was on the map. Cool. This on my map is called the Stairs to Nowhere. So I'm going to take those in a minute, and I'm assuming I'm not going to go anywhere once I take them. And then there's this thing. Not sure what this structure is. So it's this is a natural rock, and then there's some rocks piled up on either side of it that clearly this was built for some purpose. I'll take a walk over here, step over them. Yeah, what is this? The structures that are here, they just don't have an obvious purpose, which is, I guess, why they're called the mystery walls. But yeah, I just why would there just be a little hole right here? I mean, it's too small to camp in. It's only about has a diameter of about maybe 1 meter. So that's another mystery as I walk through the bushes here, and let's take the stairs to nowhere. Okay, we've come to the top of the stairs to nowhere, and it looks like it's just more path. Very brushy. I'm really glad that I remembered to come here this year before spring, although we are technically in spring now, because this would be really hard to get through when all the leaves are out on the trees. It'd be very thick. And yeah, this is definitely stairs to nowhere, more path, of which, you know, the little footpaths through here just kind of look like they're just like all these zigzagging side trails and that sort of thing. So I'll take this little side trail here, and this just comes up onto bedrock. It is a high point, so yeah, like a little clearing on bedrock, but doesn't seem to really go anywhere, at least not these days. Perhaps it did in the 1700s. It would be really easy to get lost in here, except that you can see, it's probably hard to see on the camera, but you can actually see buildings like all around, kind of peeking through the trees. So even though there's all these paths, it would be very easy to get turned around, except that yeah, there are very obvious landmarks pretty much everywhere. I'm going to wrap up now, but before I go, what do you think this structure behind me was used for? Do you think that it was like a livestock pen, a sheep pen? Or do you have another theory, another guess? What do you think? Let me know in the comments. And I'm going to head back to the car, which is like 100 meters in front of me. I can't believe how close this old, cool archaeological site is to a modern industrial park right behind us. It's crazy to me that the old and the new are so close together. So that's it for me. Thanks for watching. And Donnie Wanders. We'll see you in the next one.